Chainlink update for Friday going into the weekend. We're going to start off on the low time frames, then we'll zoom out to the higher time frames, give you targets to be looking for, watching for, levels on all different charts. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon for more content. Let's get right to it. The hourly chart, nice move to the upside here from our lows, consolidation zone. This zone will become more apparent as we zoom out. We've been just stuck in there, and we finally got a move out. And not only that, that's not the important thing. The important thing is look at the volume, right? The volume down here. Anytime you see a move higher, you want to see volume with conviction, and we definitely got that, right? On the low time frame hourly chart, we're looking quite bullish so far, right? Move up, kind of this flag formation, holding the EMA 21 in the yellow, and hopefully moving back up again. The Bollinger Band starting to pinch here on the hourly, so looking similar to Bitcoin setup right here. So we could very well see some more upside here. So if we do, what do we want to watch for? Well, let's zoom out to the next scale, the 4 hour, right? Again, look at the volume with this move, right? That's pretty convincing to me, right? Anytime you see a move higher, no volume, right? It's suspect, right? And you see this back here, right? The move up, no volume, no major spikes. Not this time, right? This time might be a little different here. So 4 hour. Move out of this damn zone that we've been kind of just testing for weeks and years and months and millennia. Zoom out to the daily chart, see what else we have to look at here and what is happening here. Some nice things. Above all our moving averages now, the 200-day in the pink, that's our big one. That's what we need to close multiple candles above. We've tried it a couple times, but look at the volume, right? Decent volume. Not huge, right? We need to see volume overtake all of these, right? We want to see a green candle that's just, towering above the rest. So watch for that over, today, tomorrow, right? You don't have to have it, but it's a nice sign. Just give you a little more confidence that this move can last. Unlike back here where we started seeing it, the tapering volume, you got a spike here and there, and then a massive devil volume right after, right? Just people taking profits after this zone, right? This is our zone that we've hit to the upside multiple times over the past year. So we'll get to that right now. So far though, today, look at the indecision, right? Bulls and bears, right? Kind of a doji candle. But you got to lean bulls here, uptrend over the past, several weeks here, and a nice move with volume behind it yesterday. So let's zoom out to our weekly chart. This is where it starts to get a little bit more clear here, right? Our consolidation zone, support zone, right? The consolidation for a year in between these two, the highs and lows just ping-ponging back and forth. Here's your kind of accumulation support zone, which we had a little deviation for just, brief break of that level, and then quick accumulation back up into that zone. So that was kind of a head fake down outside the lower Bollinger Band. Did you fall for it, or were you lucky enough to buy anywhere down in here? If you bought anywhere under 550, rockstar move. Buying at the breakout, right? If you're too cautious still on Chainlink, right? You're not convinced. Well, just wait until you see a big green volume on a weekly or a recapture of above this zone, this 200-week EMA, right? That will be where Chainlink can really start to move. That pink line right around 938 right now, but slowly sinking down here. We might just, have a, kind of a coincidence double whammy here over the coming weeks. If this pink line continues to simmer down, right, and it looks like it's kind of just on this trajectory, right, and maybe Chainlink just kind of continues to climb up here, right, this is when we will get the fireworks, right? We've tested it how many times around this $9 area, right? 2, 3, 4 weeks, 5. I mean, look at this. You can't make that up, right? But first, is there an early sign we could get? Do we have to wait till there? No, you're in luck. What the hell is the early sign? Well, we're getting it so far on the lower time frames, the daily, but what haven't we closed? What haven't we closed above in like literal years? Is besides the Pico top, this green line, right? This is the 50-week, right? You could see that that's coming down here, and we could be approaching that maybe this week or next even. Probably not this week to make a rally that hard, but it's possible, right? But that number, right, that will continue to sink a little bit. But 783 as of right now. So if you see a weekly candle close above 783, or more importantly, the green 50 week, right? Because that price can fluctuate. That will be the sign that things are different. Why? Right? We've already been higher prices than that. We have not closed above the 50 week, right? We tapped off of it perfectly the previous time. Let me remove these drawings. When you look at that wick, you think that was coincidence? When we get up there, still resistance. Don't get too excited until we close above it. But when we close above the 50 week, right, that will be an early precursor that, things are changing, right? The shift and momentum is likely already underway. We'll know in a couple of, months or even years, but I would say this was your last chance to buy anywhere near here. And in fact, I think we're probably starting this monumental stair step here where we just start climbing out of the tar pit and, the good stuff happens, starts to happen here. It's already going underway. But the bigger moves, right, can continue and will increase very likely if we can close above the 50 week. Then our next target, the 200 week, right, likely be at the 100. This is the 100 week as well. So those will likely all converge right about the same time. And once you do that on a weekly chart, it's go time, right? So that's what we're looking for on the biggest time frame. We don't have the volume to back it up yet, but that's a big yet. I think you'll see that come. A lot more confidence back into Link once we can break out of our long time resistance zone, and that really starts to become apparent anywhere above like the $9 area, $8 area, right? You could start getting excited above even like 780 to 50 week. So not to ramble too much there, but let's get back that up with some indicators. Well, RSI increasing, your strength is growing, your stochastic, your momentum based on the RSI, that's growing as well. Momentum is behind it. The MFI, we'd like to see uptick a little bit more. That'd be your money coming back into there. But what I'd really like is the ADX weekly cross with conviction, right? Not just this paltry shit over here, but you see your ADX in the bottom climbing. It's not really a power move until we're above 25 on any time frame. You can use this on the daily. Let's just go look at it on the daily, see where it's at, right? The daily, the ADX still low, but look at the bulls. The bulls are in charge, bulls in green, right? So that's what we like, but we want the ADX to confirm that, and that starts to happen above 25. So we have some time, but Chainlink has started, right? So hopefully, fingers crossed, right? Bull cross and diverging from each other. That's what you want to see. So good sign there. But even bigger is the Fisher transform on the weekly has triggered a buy even about 3 weeks ago here. And we're running parallel, right? Looking good. I would like to get above this kind of area where we seem to be kind of holding as support and resistance here for the Fisher right here. So we're looking to get above here. We could do that this week. We'll watch for this weekly close. If we're poking up here, that's a good sign of things to come. So that's what I'm looking for. We did get on this chart prime indicator here oversold on the weekly, right? A reversal up signal and a buy signal if that high is broken. Where is that high? Well, let's go look at the candle. The high on that is 656. Are we higher than that? So yes. So that is signaling a trigger buy with a stop loss under that low wick. So stop loss under 571, and you're triggered long now, right? That is a chart prime oscillator. I use that pretty much on a daily basis. You get all this with chart prime. So if you're interested in that, I can leave a link below. You get that. I get a 30% off referral link. So if you're interested, great. If not, no problem. If you want more questions, you can get on their site. But I do use that, and I wouldn't promote anything that I don't use and fully back. So good stuff there, and you can use that on any time frame for just be more confident in your trades. So that is Chainlink update on that. If you have any questions, let me know. What do you want to see next in Chainlink or at other altcoins that you're in? Maybe what do you think? Are you in now? Are you waiting to get in later? Let me know. Let's get to our quote of the day. Quote of the day: history is a vast early warning system. Couldn't agree more, right? Learn from history, right? Let's do our altcoin season index. It's still Bitcoin season, but the alts are giving them a run for the money as of now. We might get this breach, right? We put in a low back here. We put in a high at 22. We have another high yesterday of 22. We'd like to see a higher high than that, and we could start to breach the Bitcoin season line and get back to, early 2023. Remember when alts were doing great? Well, guess what is on the horizon if we break back up into here? If we can get this index to, 30 plus or back in here, you'll see alts like 2 or 3x in, a couple of weeks, right? That is possible when that happens. Fear and greed index, we're still at 60 in greed, but that's to be expected as prices are rising, right? So don't lose confidence in that. Cars of the day, the Pagani Utopia. It's a brand new out of Pagani. They haven't made a new car in like decades. So pretty stellar news if you're a car fan. Pagani Utopia right there. Look at that rear. That's what he said. And the top side glass. I mean, just artwork right here. The wheels are absolutely mind blowing, like carbon fiber wheels. This whole thing comes up. You unlatch this with like a little belt system. The whole front end comes up like this, and then the whole back end you unbuckle here, and then you can see my hand signals like this, right? Opens up like that, and then the doors open up to the side and like butterfly. So the whole thing opens like it's just amazing to see the whole thing open. Pretty time consuming to do. Takes like 15 minutes to open all that, but car shows, it's pretty spectacular to see. So I'll leave you with that and the rambles. And yes, again, from my first video, this shirt is still pink, and no, you can't have it.